It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. Greg, you get to a game like this and you love the matchup because as we watch and get ready, you just watch highlight after highlight of the ball in the air, down the field. We got two big-arm quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this one.
And if you love offensive football and you love high-level quarterback play, we've got a matchup that I think you're going to be pretty excited to sit down and take in alongside us because every blade of grass is an opportunity to deliver the ball. And the amount of pressure on these defenses to defend the entire field, knowing there is no throw off limit, there is no route that cannot be unleashed. This is the ultimate test for any defense when you have two quarterbacks like this lined up under center.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here at Arrowhead. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. It's a gain of 12 then. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Herbert. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
1st and 10. A first carry for Gus Edwards. He plunges forward for a couple of yards with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston, and he will score. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Chargers.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Third down, 3 to go. Here's P-Rock. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The left side into the hands of Hopkins.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That is brought in at the 10.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense and receiver Quentin Johnston set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do?
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On 1st down, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Herbert to the air again. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's into the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando now. We're Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Throwing, Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they were able to convert.
And he'll get this up to the 44. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. On the give, it's Edwards. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On comes the Chiefs punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Pass to the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On play action, now Herbert. There's Hurst downfield, he's got it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers to gain of 43 yards. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers extend it to a 21-6 advantage. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Gray. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Brown. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes now to throw again. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Big play. 3rd and 2. They bring their tight end right. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's Dobbins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an knee.